Anyway, the friend gave me, I'm going to finish that tape. My friend gave me this video to put up because it goes back to half years ago after I had done a book in Atlanta years ago about mind control murders. I'd worked for doctors. And one of them was, I say this because still keep a magazine where Larry Flint did an endorsement April of '84. He had been shot in Lawrenceville, Georgia when I was doing the book in Marietta, March the 6th of '78. And everybody knows Larry Flint was shot, so I usually mention that because the person that shot Mr. Flint was programmed to shoot him and kill his attorney. So there's a whole list of them that were done in patterns that can be proven. And one of them was Alexis Murphy. Now, they've never found her body, or at least I haven't heard if they have. But there's a man in prison now for her murder. So anyway, that one is one that totally can be proven, along with Hannah Graham, who's from England and went to school at University of Virginia. But I'm talking about, and there's one other one there I'm not going to mention because I'm just not. I've got enough happening to me. I don't need any more repercussions. But anyway, Jesse Matthews is being charged with Hannah's murder and this other young lady. And I don't know when they'll be tried. I think next year. I'm not sure it will. They're trying to get him to plead guilty and to shut it all up. But anyway, I want to get back to, I was trying to tell on the other video that I've just put up this morning. And my friend gave me this to put up what was happening to me because the law doesn't work for me. But anyway, I want to go back to this man. The law can be good or bad. But there's the people, like this, if it's ever told, is the people of this country that stood by and actually enjoyed what was being and is being done to me. And part of it is there's families involved. This family works here, and I'm sent here, and they get me there, and that's the way part of it, and they keep their jobs and have their jollies at it because, hey, I'm this Brit, this woman. It's not that they doubt me. They know who I am. I've lived here since '86. They totally know. But I wanted to go back to, I just left, and here's where I start trying to explain it, and it's so horrifying you can't explain it in one tape or two, and it leaves you trying to put it together when you're hurting so bad you can't stand it. Anyway, I just moved yesterday from the Howard Johnsons on Thirlane, owned by the Patels and Shaws. They had bed bugs, but I stayed there for a long time and did nothing. I'm a little old lady who, at this point, who can hardly walk, and paying him rent. And I think I ended up paying him more a week than anybody did. But I stayed in my room. What the hell am I going to do? Walk around on a cane? I don't have any money. I can barely pay the rent and eat Lipton dinners, side dishes, and go up there and try to get some oatmeal that's got hair in it, or something else that they had, not oatmeal, I'm sorry, pancake mix, waffle mix, and orange juice when they had that out. So I left and came up here, not far up the street, and I've stayed here before, and it's been hell. It really, they have done everything to make me look like a Looney Tune, and everybody's helped them. This is all happening, and the fact that everybody has stood by and let it happen, they're afraid of it because it's involving the agency, law enforcement, getting things on them or their kids and compromising them because everybody's got something to hide. So I want to get back to, I put so much up on videos, but it's to where when I left down there, the freezing is turned up so high, it shouldn't even be turned on, especially like that, but this is winter. And I actually became paralyzed to where I couldn't even walk. I was stuck for a while and couldn't walk back to the room. So now I'm up here and I prayed. I paid a good bit more. I can't afford it, so I don't know. But anyway, I call, and you would, the places trying to get a place to live, which is HUD or whatever, and I put all that up about Scott Hill. I just left there and at least could get photos and everything about it. This is deliberate to where they gave me, because of the mold, black mold and mildew, which I understand is throughout that complex in Clifton Forge. And that's Clifton Forge's only really income, is that big retirement, federally funded HUD. Anyway, I got pictures of it, left, and you wouldn't hear any of the truth, and went back because they promised to clean it up. Well, they did, and it was a joke. They never really wanted me there. They actually came and picked me up and took me out there and pretend. So I don't know. Anyway, they did, because of the photos, I guess, tell the truth about it. But then I'm going back to Edinburgh. It's run by the same management company that I went to in '06. And the same thing happened to me. It's a bloody nightmare, except I was younger and I could still walk then with a backpack on me. Now then, I used to tell about Larry Flynn. I was doing a book in Atlanta when he was shot in Lawrenceville, and it was on mind control and programming. So this is back in '75 till April through the day of '80 when they almost killed me again. And I'm going to put this in. I was illegally taken across the state line to Huntsville, Alabama, where in May, after that April, in the condition I was in, I passed a background check done by the Sheriff's Office, Patterson, is required to work for the District Attorney, Madison County District Attorney, Huntsville, Fred Simpson. And that's when John Lennon was shot and killed by Mark David Chapman. So anyway, I'm going to leave it at that. I've tried to explain all of it. But it's really, my life has been a living hell. So I'm back here at Motel 6. It was a Hampton Inn. And it's clean, and it's nice enough if I could get fresh air. I have an immune disorder. My immune system attacks itself when I'm around toxic fumes, close quarters. So I should be able to live anywhere. But what's happened, and I go back and quote the retired Virginia State Trooper, Carl Barton's wife, in April of 14th of '09, said, this is how we run you with chemicals. Well, I tell it, and people know around here, so it's not that they doubt it. They just don't care. They'd rather save their jobs, etc. Now, I wanted to go back to, because I'm in bad shape, my legs I just moved from one place to the other, and this is cleaner. Hopefully it doesn't have bed bugs, but they turn the air, this is winter, they turn the air up just like where I left. The freezing so high in it that it paralyzes me. My legs are just in knots, and veins sting and can't move, and inhale that stuff, and it like blisters my lungs. There scorches them. It's so bad. But the other, I want to mention, I want to go back to the state trooper when I was living on the Appalachian Trail. I wish I could get back up there, actually. But the state trooper down there, it can be the good or the bad they're doing to help or get people to hurt me. But the truck driver was stopped. He was a younger fella, and they wouldn't give his truck back. They impounded him. He came up here and did what they told him to get his truck back. He came up, and I'll make a long story short. He had a brand new tent, a Mountain Hardware, and I had a little bitty one, and for a long time I slept up there in that cold and where snakes and everything are with nothing, and that shelter was run from there. So anyway, he gave me that tent, and it was a brand new one. Then I walked all the way down to Troutville and hot sun and all this, and he's waiting down there, and he gives me half a pizza and $30. And I was so glad to get it. But that's what, he did that to get his vehicle back, his truck back. So this is what's going on. but but the people